Hey everyone, my name is James, and today I'm going to be talking about a game called Beat Saber. So this is a musical rhythm game that involves lightsabers, and it's actually launching on Oculus Rift and Steam VR today. And let me tell you, it's really good. So I've actually had my hands on this game for quite a while now, and I feel like I could do the game justice by doing a good overview of it because I've been playing it for so long and I absolutely love it. It literally has become my favorite VR game, so I've got lots to say about it. So let's begin. So what is it? It's essentially a game where you slice through blocks that are flying towards you. Some people describe it as Fruit Ninja with music, and it's a bit like that. You see these blocks appear far off in the distance, and then you see them slowly rotate as they get closer to you, and that will tell you what direction you need to slice your lightsaber through them. And obviously that is visually apparent from the little triangle that appears on the block. And that's it. It sounds super simple, and that's the great thing about it. You see, when you first start playing, beginners can really just thrive here. Like, it's not got a very high learning curve for when you initially start. But the cool thing about Beat Saber is that it actually comes with a few different difficulty modes. And it's funny because even though the beginning section can be so easy, when you bump it up to expert, it becomes ridiculously hard, which is kind of the beauty of it, really, because you can have people that don't play a lot of VR games come on and have a great time, and then you yourself can also spend hours and hours and hours mastering these songs. So it's important to talk about the songs. There are 10 at launch, and all 10 are pretty good. They range from like poppy dance music to a little bit more like thrashy dance music, I guess. It's really good. Honestly, the 10 songs are really good. And I really do believe that once the game comes out and it starts getting a little bit more publicity and some cash goes to the developers, I really feel like we're going to get a bunch more songs, whether that be through DLC or just free downloads. But I feel like it's going to need that initial spike of income to hire some more musical artists to actually make the songs, because the way they've selected the songs for the game is perfect. Honestly, all of them sound great, and the way they've matched the music to the blocks, it's honestly fantastic. Now, there are a few different game modes. You've got standard mode, which is essentially you have a red lightsaber and a blue lightsaber, and you can play all 10 songs with 4 different difficulty settings. And then you also have party mode, which is exactly the same thing as that, but you can leave a username so that people can compete against your score locally. So I was doing this with my girlfriend. I was basically setting records, and then she was trying to beat them. It was a pretty fun game in that sense. And then you've also got a few different tweaks of that. You can do a version where you don't die, essentially. So if you miss a bunch of blocks, the game doesn't end. You have these red obstacles that fly towards you, and you have to kind of sidestep every now and again. You can turn them off, or you can turn off the arrows on the block, so there's a lot of customization there. But the standard mode is essentially what you'll be playing the most. Now, it also comes with a one-handed mode, and I thought this is actually really good, especially for people who are missing an arm and only actually can play VR with one hand, or people that are looking for an extra challenge, because you can only play 5 of the 10 songs in one-handed mode, but they're all set to expert mode, and they are incredibly hard. So I like to put my hand behind my back like I'm fencing and just slice through these blocks as fast as I can. Honestly, it becomes a real workout after a while. But the cool thing about this game is it actually runs on pretty weak computers. I actually recorded the video you're watching right now on a gaming laptop, a pretty underpowered gaming laptop. Now, I play on a pretty beefy machine, so I wanted to make sure I tested it on both machines, and honestly, it works really, really well on a laptop or a weaker VR machine. And the cool thing is, I actually tested this out with just a single Oculus camera, and it works really well. Now, for those wondering about motion sickness and VR sickness or whatever, I'm somebody who personally gets VR sickness really bad. Like, I can't play most games in VR because they make me physically be sick. Now, with Beat Saber, you don't get any of that because you're the one that's controlling the movement. If you stand still, you stand still. You know, some games where you actually move the character without you physically moving, that's where the VR sickness really kicks in. So if you're somebody who suffers from that, you should have a great time. Now, I also like just how pretty this game looks. It alternates between blue and red themes as you play, and that's really cool. Every now and again, it will actually get rid of the trackboard in front of you, and everything will go dark, and all you'll see is the blocks. Now, that's very atmospheric, and I really like it. This game just looks gorgeous to me. There are a few visual options you can turn on and off, but, you know, I just leave it on standard because it runs pretty much on anything. And yeah, that's it. The game is just amazing. Honestly, it is brilliant. I just love it. So I really hope that you go and check it out. I hope you support it. I can't wait to see what this company does. I can't wait to see what new music they add and how they change the game and how they incorporate all this fan feedback. But yeah, go and check it out. Right, so that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.